Oh, it's working. It's working. There it goes.
That was a Sky Guard warrior. They shouldn't be here.
I'm assuming that they don't want the portal to be opened.
Well, the portal leads to the Sky Islands. That's their territory, but I don't understand. People are not a threat to them.
It doesn't matter. I'm going ahead.
Okay, that wasn't quite as satisfying as the first boss was. The first boss was kind of like, I don't know, I had to actually figure out what I was doing with it. Okay.
They're really hitting the humans hard. Is that what Michelle was afraid of? I can see the natural selection process in action, but I already know who will win this fight.
Okay. Oops, wrong room. Well, I guess you guys are out of luck. I'm not helping you guys. Oh, okay. Well. Who am I supposed to be helping here? Am I supposed to kill them all? Oh my god. They just power right through it. While your time rewind clone is present, the damage you can inflict is increased. Well, yeah, that's great when you have time clones, but when you don't. Yeah, I'm supposed to kill them all. Okay. Okay. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna need to really make use of that rewind. Oh, and I'm dead. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
They're really hitting the humans hard. Is that what Michelle was afraid of?
Okay.
I can see the natural selection
skip?
process in action,
There
but
we
I
go.
already know who will win this fight.
Oh, oh my god. I hate that. Stupid mines. Okay.
They're really hitting the humans hard. Is that what Michelle was afraid of? I can see the natural selection process in action.
Trigger, run away.
Who will win this fight.
Yeah, because their hit radius is enormous. Those mines are a real threat. Okay. Yeah, it's the fact that your time clone, I don't know. There's something really weird about how this whole time clone thing works. Or doesn't. Okay, time clone going in. Right, like, if it repeated events exactly... Whoa, whoa, oh my god, I died before I could heal. I was trying to heal. Yeah.
They're really hitting the humans hard. Is that what Michelle was afraid of?
It's like the system... Oh
but I
god, it's the
already know
mines
who will
again.
win this fight.
The system doesn't seem to be built for this to work very well. Seems like the best option. Shoot him, and then rewind time, and then beat him up in the stop time. Oh, of course, the grenades reset. Oh. Okay. So, is it time to switch to a different
They're really
game?
hitting the humans hard. Is that what Michelle was afraid of? I can see the natural selection
Oh my god,
process in
okay.
action, but I already know who will win this fight.
let's just take it slow. I mean, there's not much of an incentive to use half the mechanics in this game. I hate to say it, but like, it's so much easier to just cheese things than it is to actually engage with the system. Because like, how do you avoid getting just instantly overwhelmed by all these people? Like, this has been so much more successful. Oh, except for the stupid mine. Okay, headshot, almost a headshot. Oh, nope, don't do that. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good. Got all these guys with the gun, of all things. Yeah, this whole crew went down. I think this is the winner formula. Don't even bother. And then maybe do a finisher when I have a chance, but I can dive out of there, shoot a million times. Well, that's when that happens. Yeah. It doesn't seem like the enemies are actually doing damage to each other now. This seems like a pretty good way of stun locking them too. And then do the RB. But I didn't even need to. Just cheese it. It's so much easier. It's so much better. Oh, that's not great. Oh. Before I do that. Okay, treasures. It says there's a treasure over here. Oh my god, I'm gonna press the wrong button every time. I just want to check, because I think I've been missing treasures. And it kind of plays into what I was saying of like, oh, there you go. There's a treasure somewhere over here. But we check the thing. Okay. So something is over here. Right? Is it down here? Oh, it's spinning. Okay, there we go. See, that's how this is supposed to work. This is cool. I like this kind of thing. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this while I was watching the VOD of last week. This game is one of those games from this time period that is just, it's trying to push you from set piece to set piece along this very cinematic journey. It's almost like not caring if you learn things along the way. It's just trying to push you through. And so stuff like this then becomes like this huge mental departure, even though it's like, oh, if you were playing a puzzle game or whatever, you're playing a more open-ended game, then you would naturally think to do all this stuff. And I've just completely forgotten about it because the game doesn't like do anything to try to get you into the mindset of actually doing stuff this way. I don't know if any of that made any sense, but that's... okay. I don't know how to get back up there now. But yeah, it just... oh my god. Supposed to do that, but... Yeah, so I'm sure I have missed, you know, a treasure chest here and there in this area. Or in other areas. I'm gonna try to check the compass a little bit more. Oh right, we had to go under the big bridge and then do the reset time thing. Then that gets us to the top of the bridge. Okay. Yeah, it's like I think I've spoken about this before, but there are certain kind of games that activate the thinking part of your brain, and others that turn it off. And this is definitely one of those that turns it off. Oh. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna try to get better at the RB thing, even though I don't like it too much. It just feels kind of strange to execute sometimes. Oh. Okay. Gonna try to pay it a little more attention this time. Okay, get out of there. Too bad he can't get defeated by those. Oh, what are you doing throwing that there? Like, look at that hitbox. Oh man. Oh, it's so bad. It's aggressively terrible hitboxes. Alright. But that's an old complaint now. We're not going to continue that. So, okay. Is there a way I can check how many souls I have? Because I just noticed that this altar got activated. It was not active when all the enemies were here. I don't know if that had to do with me defeating them all, or me having enough. But, because I was wondering that about when I get 2 powers versus 1 power. Massive Ignition, Massive Heavy Strike. Oh boy. Okay. So we're upgrading one of these. Which is the one that I always press? I tend to press A. I tend to do BA. Just as a reflex. Like, I'm not even really thinking about which one of these I'm doing, because they're all kind of the same, except that they do slightly different status, but they're all, like, visually kind of the same. I think I'm gonna do this one. I'll have to remember that. Slide Freeze, Slide Ignition, Fire Disease. Burning enemies can set other enemies on fire. Okay. Okay, I want that. Oh man, there's a lot to choose from here. Heavy Strike deals a lot of damage to frozen enemies that are low on health. That doesn't really matter, right? A Shadow Duplicate comes to your aid. Well, yeah, I think I do want that. Headshots, okay. Can slide even when being hit by enemies. This is what I'm talking about, of, like, this sounds like a good idea, but it makes it even harder to understand when you're getting hit by things. I'm gonna go with the headshot thing. Alright. So, whoops. And then Y. Cool. Oh no, wait. To get Skull, hit enemies until the second... Okay, we want the second one to be lit up. There we go. Now do it. Gain Skull... did that not work? Okay. I hate the fact that it's like Skull and not just written out. It's something about it is bothering me. Gain Skull, hold and release B. Hold and release B? Press and release B. Then press Y. It should be press B, then press Y. Right? To get Skull... well... I think that's what I've been doing. That's not what is going on. The second rage icon is lit up. Oh, I see. Well... it's lit up. Okay. Well, let's get it there again, just in case. So we're here. If I can get away from these guys for a second. Okay, so we hold. What's that? Okay, that's really awkward. I gotta say, that doesn't seem very useful. I feel like I've said that about a lot of the powers in this game, where I'm like, oh, that is way too slow or way too useless. Right? Like, oh, like I'm getting hit out of it. I'm getting hit out of it. Okay. So I hold the... Okay, let me run away. Yeah, because she does that jump, and she's getting knocked out of it every time. Oh, there's a lot of worthless stuff in this. Like, the combat system is, like, kind of poorly designed, I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone who plays more of these kind of games can tell me if that's the case. Like, I'm used to a lot of newer things now, and I'm trying to go back and understand, like, why did people make games the way they did? These kind of games the way they did. You know, when the Souls games started getting popular, it was like people pretended that this was a return to really hard games, but it was because the mechanics were polished enough for it to be rewarding.
Construct all this. That's just crazy. How could anyone make all that stuff?
Huh. Okay. This is so curious. Okay. So, yeah, to continue what I was saying, when the Souls games got popular, and I'm unfortunately going to be comparing this to them a fair bit, I think, because they came out around the same time. It was like people were saying those games were difficult and rewarding for their difficulty. It's polished and it's built around the difficulty that it has in it. Which implies to me that a lot of games like this were not built around that difficulty and not polished. Their systems were not polished enough to the point where you could play them that way. And I'm kind of interested going back to this to figure out if that's really the case. Because it seems like, well, why would you create the system to not have it be effective enough to have a really challenging combat system? I don't know. And then the other thing is that this design philosophy of pushing you from checkpoint to checkpoint is like the antithesis of the open world thing, which, funnily enough, is my nemesis. I hate those kind of games, but it is very much the opposite of what's going on here. Right, those games make you constantly think about where you're going and what you want to do next. Where this is like kind of mindlessly traversing environments. Okay, I'm not sure if there was something more intelligent I was supposed to do there, but this seems to be working just fine. Whoop. Oh, except for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I can dash in midair, I think. It's just sometimes it feels finicky. Okay. Let's get our heads in the game. Alright, there we go. That's what was supposed to happen. But I've lost all my healing. Yeah, see, this is where, like, Prince of Persia would come into play, right? With slowing down time as a mechanic. Oops. What? Oh no. Oh, what is shooting me? This game's color grading is so aggressive. Like, it looks so poopy that I had no idea there was a dude over there. Was that just a grenade? Was that one dude with a grenade that wiped me out? Sure looked like it. Okay. Hey, can you help me? Can you, give me healing? It seems like that's what happened. Can I make another time clone and get more healing? Wait. Oh, man. I don't know. I really don't like the way this time mechanic works. Like, I don't know how to put it other than, like, it seems like the rules are so just whatever they decided. They don't seem to have consistency to them. It's like Prince of Persia. Okay, let's compare to Sands of Time again. When you rewind time, anything that happens in that time that you're rewinding happens again, right? Except for whatever you do. Well, no. Let me put that another way. You rewind time and it doesn't create a time clone. You just do something else when you rewind time. Here, it's like your clone is doing whatever they were doing before, but the enemies don't necessarily do whatever they were doing before, which is the part that bothers me. It's like, it does make logical sense, like the enemies shouldn't necessarily, like, they're not necessarily affected by the change in time, but your time clone is, but that makes your time clone pretty useless for combat. Because if they're not stuck in there and you're not, you know, I don't know how to put that any other way other than it's like, it just makes it not completely effective.